Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Tuesday, the 15th of April. Security forces launches anti-terror operation in Poonch after terrorists opened fire. Kabul urges Islamabad to hold forced deportations of Afghan refugees. And former King Gyanendra Shah must answer for Tinkune violence, says Nepal's ruling party. And now for all the details. A joint team of the Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir Police had cordoned off a forested region in the Lasna area of Poonch district, Jammu and Kashmir, following a late-night encounter with terrorists on Monday, April 14th. The operation, dubbed Operation Lasna, has seen one soldier injured as security forces ramp up efforts to track down the terrorist believed to be hiding in the dense forest near Lasna village, located along the national highway connecting Poonch to Jammu. According to officials, the terrorist opened fire on the Romeo Force personnel, injuring one soldier during the initial exchange. The injured personnel is reported to be stable and receiving medical treatment. In response, additional forces and vehicles were swiftly deployed to the area to prevent the terrorists from escaping under the cover of the rugged terrain. The Indian Army's White Knight Corps, which oversees operations in the region, shared an update on X in the wee hours of Tuesday, stating that contact was established with terrorists during a joint operation with J&K police at Lasna the previous night. Additional troops have been inducted and search operations are ongoing to prevent the terrorists from escaping, the statement added. The operation was still in progress as of the latest reports. And amid the forceful deportation of thousands of Afghan refugees from Pakistan, the de facto authorities in Kabul have urged Islamabad to revisit its decision, news agency BNA has reported. In a meeting with Pakistan's acting ambassador to Afghanistan, Obaidur Rahman Nizamani, Taliban's acting foreign minister Amir Khan Muttaqi expressed concern and disappointment over the deportations, calling them provocative and harmful to bilateral relations. He urged the Pakistan envoy to advocate for a change in approach. In response, Ambassador Nizamani acknowledged the concerns and said the matter would be shared with relevant authorities in Pakistan. The development comes amid growing tensions between Kabul and Islamabad over the ongoing deportation campaign. According to UNHCR, at least 8,906 Afghan nationals have been deported since April 1, with more families continuing to arrive at the Torkham border. Pakistan has described the campaign as targeting illegal foreigners. Islamabad has previously blamed Afghan nationals for militant attacks and other crimes. However, Kabul has rejected the accusations and termed the repatriation a case of forced deportation. Meanwhile, several students are protesting in Pakistan-occupied Gilgit-Baltistan against what they call a deliberate and devastating educational crisis, one that has left their futures hanging by a thread. With just weeks to go before board exams, registration forms have been suddenly cancelled, pushing already burdened families into a deeper despair, a report.
Hundreds of students in Pakistan-occupied Gilgit-Baltistan took to the streets this week, protesting what they call a deepening educational crisis that threatens their future. Outside the Gilgit Press Club, nearly 700 students gathered to raise their voices against the cancellation of registration forms just 1 month ahead of board exams. The decision has left many students in shock, scrambling for alternatives with little time to act. The root of the issue, students say, lies in years of academic neglect. Many who passed their matriculation exams were unable to secure seats in government colleges due to limited availability, pushing them toward private institutions that offered little transparency or academic support.
तो ये मसला हमारे साथ दरपेश हो रहा है कि साल के आखिर में ये हमें बता रहे तो इस वक्त हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं और हमारे पास ऑप्शन है। और दूसरी कॉलेज में हम लोगों ने बात किया कि पेपर के हवाले से तो हम दूसरे कॉलेज में भी कोई कॉलेज डेई करेंगे, तो इसलिए हम लोग उधर गए तो वहाँ के एमडी से भी बात हो गई, तो वो कह रहे कि 56,000 रुपये आप हमें दे दे, फिर हम आपके फार्म को जो है ना रन करेंगे आगे। तो माली मुश्किलात की वजह से स्टूडेंट इतने बेरोजगार है और मामला चल रहे हैं, आपको पता है, तो इसी वजह से स्टूडेंट अरेंज भी नहीं कर सकते 56,000 रुपए।
The protesters are now urging that authorities investigate the role of private institutions, address the registration issues, and ensure that affected students are not robbed of their right to education. This crisis reflects a broader reality in Gilgit-Baltistan, where the youth, despite their aspirations, are repeatedly let down by Pakistan's systematic negligence and exploitative policies. While Islamabad continues to make political claims over the region, it has failed to provide even the most basic educational infrastructure and support.
Moving on, Bangladesh ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Monday raised concerns about the political situation in the country, accusing anti-liberation forces of destroying Bangladesh's secular fabric. In a fiery Facebook post marking the Bengali New Year, Hasina alleged that anti-liberation forces had illegally seized power in the country and were working to dismantle secular Bengali culture of the nation. She pointed to past efforts to erase traditions like Mangal Shobha Jatra, calling such actions part of a larger conspiracy by enemies of the nation. Hasina urged citizens to awaken their patriotism and stand united against these forces. Her remarks come amid heightened political tensions, with critics accusing the current administration of eroding Bangladesh's founding values. Notably, this year, the iconic Bengali New Year procession was renamed Anando Shobha Jatra after conservative Islamist group Hifazat-e-Islam labeled the original Mangal Shobha Jatra a Hindu ritual and called on the interim government led by Hasina's arch-rival Muhammad Yunus to change the name. And Nepal's ruling party, the CP and UML, said on Monday that former King Gyanendra Shah should be held accountable for the deadly riots during a pro-monarchy demonstration in Kathmandu on March 28, which killed 2 people and injured dozens. The UML, led by Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, accused Shah of fueling the unrest through a February 19 speech urging support for monarchy reinstatement. The violence that day was premeditated. Deputy General Secretary Pradeep Gyawali told the Kathmandu Post after the party's meeting. Gyawali criticized Shah's statement on the eve of the Nepali New Year, noting that he expressed sorrow over the Tinkune incident but failed to accept responsibility. He appointed a commander to lead the protest. He should have shown accountability, but he has evaded it, the UML leader added, and said Shah should admit his call to action was misguided. The March 28 pro-monarchy protest, organized by Nabaraj Subedi and backed by controversial businessman Durga Prasai, demanded the reinstatement of the monarchy and Nepal's status as a Hindu kingdom. The protest turned deadly, with protesters vandalizing media houses, public and private properties, and looting a supermarket. Over 100 individuals, including Rashtriya Prajatantra Party leaders Rabindra Mishra and Dhaval Shamsher Rana, were arrested. Subedi was placed under house arrest, and Prasai was detained on April 11 after evading capture. As North India swelters under scorching heat, tourists flock to Kashmir's Dal Lake, a haven of cool breezes and breathtaking beauty. Take a look.
Dal Lake, Kashmir's jewel, draws crowds seeking refuge from the plains' soaring temperatures. Its mirror-like waters and majestic Himalayan backdrop make this iconic lake a world apart. Visitors pile into shikaras, eager to explore the lake's tranquil expanse. Intricately carved houseboats bob gently, embodying Kashmir's timeless charm.
बहुत ही प्लेजेंट वेदर है और मेरे को काफी अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ पे और यहाँ डल लेक घूमे हम काफी शांत माहौल है काफी प्यारा माहौल है और जन्नत है कश्मीर एक तरीके से कहा जाए तो जन्नत है
यस मैं काफी एंजॉय कर रही हूँ मुझे बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ पे वेदर भी बहुत प्लेजेंट है और काफी अच्छा लग रहा है
For many, Dal Lake is more than a destination. It's a feeling. The soft lapping of waves and cool air weave a spell, making every moment unforgettable. As tourists soak in Dal Lake's beauty, this sanctuary of peace shines brighter than ever, calling them back time and again.
Well, that's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.
Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.